Hello and welcome. I am the dreamer of nightmares turning on the Video Bros TV. There are many terrifying and creepy things out there in the world that we just don't understand yet. Sure, science is nice and all, but it's absolutely useless when it comes to explaining what these creatures and events are. These are the top 5 things that science just cannot explain. Number 5. Plant phenomenon. While there are many diseases that doctors cannot cure, few are as terrifying as kuma, or plant sickness. Kuma is a disease which essentially hijacks your body's DNA to make it produce plant matter, and it is always fatal. Kuma can strike at any time but mostly happens in North America. The first symptoms are headache and chills. The next day, your chills will become worse, you will shake more, and suddenly, sprouts will emerge from your skin. Then, you'll turn into a root vegetable. If you have ever heard anyone referring to someone as a vegetable, they are referring to a kuma victim. Number 4. The Gabarichi Equation. You might hate doing math, but you're going to hate it a lot more when you discover that there is a haunted equation. The Gabarichi Equation was the last equation discovered by genius Czech mathematician Gavrilo Gabarichi. The math is too complicated to explain here and is not important. What is important is what happens when you try to run this equation through a calculator, as a massive error is produced when the equation calculates a Gabarichi equilibrium. This is what happens when we try to run it. Viewer discretion is advised. Number 3. The Wampo Man. Das Wumpemeister was a German children's storybook first published in the 1850s to keep little kids from running around with untied shoes. While this story may just sound like another example of German people being weird, there is a scary amount of truth to it. In 2013, a group of campers started taking pictures when they heard strange noises. To everyone's surprise and wonder, but also shock and terror, they captured the only known images and audio of the Wampo Man. To this day, nobody can explain this sighting.
Hello, me old chum.
Oh my god, do you hear that?
Oh, I'm the Wampo Man.
Number 2. The Heinrich 12. Uh-oh. Watch out for these guys. The Heinrich 12 resulted from a 1930s experiment led by Heinrich to reanimate people back from the dead. He used a very early electricity system like, basically what happens is that that these bodies they're gonna hit anyone that tries to do something near them, and one of his assistants got hit and they had to shut down the whole project. Number 1, the Pyramid of Zeal. In the jungles of Vietnam is rumored to be an ancient triangular pyramidal shaped object which can bring serious paradoxical harm to anyone who tries to document it. Researchers and unfortunate souls who accidentally stumble upon it get zapped with the Pyramid of Zeal's awesome power and become a faceless lizard, or just a regular lizard. The Pyramid of Zeal can also be found outside of the jungles of Vietnam. Actually, it can be found anywhere in the world. If you see a lizard and you are about to squish it, and the lizard actually doesn't have a face, then make sure it is not a researcher who tried to investigate the Tower of Zeal. Those were the top 5 things that science still could not explain to this day. It just goes to show how much wonder and mystery is in the world. If you like this content and wish to see more content like it, make sure to mash that liker, smash that subscriber, and hey, type up an epic comment. This is the Dreamer of Nightmares turning off the Video Bros TV.